Welcome back to our final Jurassic challenge of the set, San Diego, which we had originally skipped. Originally skipped it to do JP3 because that was supposed to be the hard one. And then we put it off even further because of potential instabilities and crash issues. So no idea if those are going to be a problem for us here. Jurassic, of course. Part time is 2 hours. Holy shit, wait. Really? Okay, so this is going to be super short, I guess. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, part-time 2 hours. Interesting. 2 million bucks, infrastructure, dinosaur shipments, intelligent, storms, disease, yada, yada, yada. Okay. And fussy again. Damn. Okay. Alright, fine. I guess we're in for a very short one, which I was not necessarily counting on. Yeah, that's San Diego, all right. Look at that. Spit an image of San Diego. That's exactly what the place looks like. You said existing infrastructure. I was expecting maybe a bit more. Oh, I guess there's a strip over here. Okay. Okay. I take it back. Plenty of infrastructure, it looks like. Okay, let's survey the place first. We've got... weirdly, just a couple of fence sections started here on the amphitheater. It's kind of weird. And then there's this fence section here. We're looking at a whole bunch of small shops. And then our staff center, control center, research and response facility, arrival point, sure. 5 stars, receive dinosaur shipments, 0 out of 12, optional. Is that just... why is it optional 0 of 12?
This park has
weird
its fair share
phrasing.
of problems, but none are as big as the lack of
12
dinosaurs.
species, I guess, is the
And
thing.
when I say lack of, I mean there are none. It's not exactly ideal when they're supposed to be the main attractions now, is it? Not only that, but we are hemorrhaging money. The shops are overpriced and the guests are underwhelmed.
So this is the trick.
I've arranged for some dinosaurs to be delivered to us here in San Diego, but you're going to have to be ready for them when they arrive.
If you pause the game, it interrupts the dialogue. If you go to a menu, apparently the dialogue still keeps playing without time passing in the park. So this is the trick. You go to the menu. Yeah, so... amenity running costs, scientist wages. We have scientists. What do we got? Cheaper research and faster research. Mediocre combo, but better than hiring somebody. Decent totals for stats. 5 logistics is good, 4 welfare, 6 genetics. That's actually a solid, stats-wise, a solid one, too. Yes, dinosaurs and stuff. Okay, so, we don't have a viewing gallery anywhere. That seems like the first problem, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I think we just push this tight over here. Let's get one of those down. Second, okay, ginger beer, action figures, root beer, hats, donuts, steaks, ginger beer, donuts, leisure wear. Let's do... are these configured? Okay, they're configured. Well, let's just deactivate, which presumably keeps them from draining our money, yeah? I mean, the goal there is to keep them from draining our money. In the same vein, we should probably just remove all these initially, because it's increasing running cost when we don't have anything in the park to actually make use of these modules. I mean, maybe we can just keep them and, like, not worry about a small amount of money that'll be lost before the first dinosaur comes in. But also, they're, like, free to remove, so just remove it, right? Income running costs. Okay, yeah, so these are zeros when they're deactivated, which is great. Yeah, no guest makes these ratings 100%. We will need a restroom and a shelter. But in theory, we can wait for a dinosaur to do that. So I guess we can just speed up here for this first event at a minute. We could also actually shutter some of this stuff to save money on power. And I guess we can look at the research tree too. So we've got enclosures, we've got medical treatments. We could do those, but probably want to get profitable before we do any of that. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say that we just don't use this for now. Shutter all that. Yeah, that seems good. Might be a spot better used with other stuff. Why don't we just go ahead and toss this over here. Does it unlock by 30 guests? Sure, fair enough. Okay. Okay. First shipment, presumably. Struthies times 8, copies times 9. Dominant traits fussy. Oh, so we're going to have to deal with fussy. Interesting. I'll take the Struthies. Where is this the Struthi shipment coming in? Is that pick the thing and then it takes time to come in? Is that how that works? I mean, we'll find out, I guess, in 30 seconds. So Fussy's gonna make things freak out in like storms or whatever. Okay, yeah.
Assets in the air. Commencing asset transit. Delivery has
Great.
been completed. Asset transportation complete.
So, yeah, 50% comfort requirements. Their comfort might be large enough that doesn't matter. I'm not too sure.
Transporting asset. Confirming asset delivery. Asset has been transported. Asset has been delivered.
Okay, well, let's look at them all. So they're fussy. Some of them are resilient, I guess. Yeah, it looks like everything's fussy and some are resilient. They're all Yukon River blanks, which are rather underwhelming looking. All right, fair enough. Dinosaur shipment. Galleys or Troodons? Short-lived fit versus fussy and fit. Curious. So I guess we're getting to pick between dinosaurs, some of which have negative traits. The Troodons being short-lived. It's an interesting quirk. I might just take the Galleys. It feels really weird going Struthies and Galleys right away, but 4 Troodon, 10 Galleys. I don't know. We'll just take these Galleys. We should probably be setting up another enclosure here, maybe. Okay, well, let's take a quick peek at finances now. So, appeal rating exists. Thus, guess. Okay, we're at capacity here. Accommodation and shelter are both down. 153 guest count. So we did unlock the other stuff here. So let's get these down. Emergency bunker. Actually, we should be doing power. probably. ASAP. Power. Faster, cheaper, get me some power. It doesn't matter if the backup generators aren't getting close to dry. So it's not like we screwed ourselves by waiting in any way. And then a hotel. I mean, there's a small gap there. Yeah, I guess putting it here is fine to cover some of these other gaps. Is that actually straight? It actually looks like it might be straight with the pathway there, which is good. Slap that down as well. And let's get these shops cleaned up now. So, pulling in 109. We got a lot of green and a lot of white. Donuts. Fossil display. Fish tank. I guess ice cream. Don't think it matters, yeah. That's fine. 109 still. And this one can't be perfect because there is no white green on the default. We definitely want to push... Well, actually, I was going to say we'd want to push higher amenities, but maybe we don't care that much because we have other shops available to us, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Better paths is an option too. We're already crowded. I'm just going to run a path through here and see if that makes any difference to anything. Also, maybe puts the... It doesn't really get that any closer, actually, because you're doing this path and this path and that path and that path. It's the same distance. We could cut an angled path across to get the hotel closer to the entrance, but I don't think it's close enough to be a problem anyway. Let's do this. 1,000,003. How do I want to build this pen? That's the other thing. Like, oh, it looks like we can just go like that, and that probably is fine. Is it going to be... Oh, no, this side is not good. Oh, I hate that. What is that about? That's disgusting. Okay, well, never mind. Maybe we don't. You can demolish the amphitheater? Oh, my God. Amphitheater demolishing would be the rudest thing ever. Are these, like, not symmetric? Is that why this one can go like that and this one can't? Ugh. That's probably what it is. Okay, so if we put in some viewing galleries down here, we could do that. Just viewing galleries off of the amphitheater, kind of. 37.5. They're not super expensive. I could just try and align them with this path here. Let's do that. One here. That way if we get something big ticket, some big carnivore or something, we've got like a pen ready to go for it. I think that would be a good idea. Do I want to do this? Maybe? It's like not quite the right arc, exactly. Well, I kind of don't like that. It's kind of gross looking. Well, we could just follow that. That looks like it works. Let's try that. So we do this to here. We go out, and then we curve, and then we kind of just come back in. We follow the arc if we can. Yeah. You know what? Good enough. I'm happy with that, I think. Delete, delete. Yeah, these are definitely off at slightly different angles. You can see it. You can literally see it, I think. This one curves sharper out, and this one's a much more shallower curve. Gross. We're not going to change it. We're just going to leave it like this. I think it's fine. Power's done. Let's get one of those in. The old small power generator. We can toss it back. Maybe just back here. It's a good spot for it. That looks probably pretty good for a power grid. We'll see if everything ends up on it when it's built. Get this path in, of course, before we forget. And then, of course, we'll need to power this, but I'm not going to bother powering this until we have more reason to.
Transit has commenced. Asset in transit. Asset delivered.
We're doing on cash. $1 million bucks. What's our profit margin? It's doing okay. I'm expecting the galleys might require us to open a second level of shops, which is fine too. Let's see if we put in a gallery just to look at the cone. Yeah, two extensions is pretty good. So we'll just do 1, 2, and that kind of plans out our big enclosure. Okay, and then we can do another pen over here if we want to try. I might want to get the power in first.
Delivery complete.
Now, they do count as cohabitated, which is fine. They both eat ground leaf, though, which is really good. So that's nice overlap. So we'll just thicken this out a bit. Leave the other sectors open for whatever else goes in here.
Asset has been collected. Asset transported. Asset
Now, it looks like the Gallimimus aren't nearly as chill as those Struthies. It looks like they might have only an 80% margin, or that's probably 90 actually right there. Or 85 maybe.
confirmed.
That's fine. We'll deal with it.
Asset has been transported.
Alright, 1 star. Actually, some yellow here on these now. Can we... No, this is still optimal. Not quite any reason to open
Definitely
more,
looking
but
up.
we also don't
Great
have all the
effort.
galleys down yet. That's a good research. Wide paths are definitely welcome here. We'll knock that out. Okay. Ratings are good. Kind of disappointed that the par time is only 2 hours and this seems like a short park mode. I was kind of hoping for like a more grandiose version of San Diego. Weak and tolerant versus sickly and social. Okay, let's get the Dino DB open. Because some of the cohabitation stuff on the herbivores will be nice to know. Like, we have to make this choice at a time, right? So in particular, right, if Maiasaura cohabs nicely with the ornithomimids, we might just want it. Ground fiber and ground nut. It doesn't. We could do the Coelophysis here for some variety. Problem is the Myosaur actually seems pretty good. Weak and tolerant is good versus sickly and social. But I feel like I should get some carnivores in the park, you know? Okay. Myosaur likes and is liked by Struthi and Galley. No, let's take the Myosaur. Let's continue to work on the one enclosure that we've started rather than establish another enclosure. I think that makes sense. We can get this one all nicely set up that way. Boost appeal. We'll do that because we have the dudes coming in. Staff center. Okay, let's get this turned on. Let me click on the building. Jeez. Activate you. We can activate the staff center too now. Presumably backup generator. Not drawing power. Not drawing power. I'm gonna scrap this one. No reason to keep the other one. This one is on the, you know, main staff facility, so that's actually pretty useful for us. We need medical, huh? Okay, we have access to it. We don't even have to research it. Obstructed by pylon. Do I want it here? Because then they'd have to, like, curve around to get back out into the park. Maybe I just want it over here. I think that's fine. Obstructed by pylon. You stupid ass pylon. I don't think we're gonna have an issue with space, so it's fine. We can just do that.
Objectives are opportunities. Let me know if you'd like to take this one on.
171. Oh, and let's get a ranger team assigned to monitoring the crew. Wide paths are in. Is pathing still an issue? Because we did put in a few more. Basically is an issue still. Let's at least upgrade the main, like, section here. We can upgrade a little bit piecemeal if we want to keep some cash in reserve. If I do that, yeah, I'd have to go like all the way down to there for it to look decent. We don't need to upgrade that, I guess. There, that looks good. That is aesthetically acceptable. And that's all we're going for. So that should help out with capacity for quite a while. Yeah, excuse me? What is this shit? Presumably it being a little buggy there. There we go. We had some weird dip where it had to sort itself back out, but now it's very high. Okay, good. Good, good, good. 90%, this is probably because we got a little bit of extra path capacity for a few more guests, and these are now full. So let's activate another set. So, we got ginger beer, donuts, leisure wear, root beer, hats, and donuts. Let's do this strip. And then we'll put in a second enclosure near here. Configure actually is kind of good. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Activate hats. Yeah, we shouldn't have that. We should have this. Activate. You look like you're a mess. I was thinking fountain might actually work out, but no. So probably somehow ginger beer actually makes less. Oh, I guess the green is closer than the white. They're slightly different levels. That makes sense. Yep, okay, that tracks. Power situation is that we have plenty of power remaining, and the Mayas are coming
Asset
in.
delivery confirmed.
Ground fiber, ground nut. Okay.
That's another objective down.
Make sure I didn't mess up. There was a little bit of overlap where I pushed the two zones together, so I'm making sure that, yeah, they're good.
Appreciate the help.
We didn't take anything away from the other ones. And they gave us Yukon blank. Are they giving us a bunch of blank patterns? That's really weak. Fussy. Wait. Oh, they didn't tell. Did it tell us they were fussy? I don't remember now. Didn't it just say weak and tolerant? Yeah, they're all weak. Some of them are fussy. Oh, you little shits. So they don't tell us all the negative traits. So since they were weak, we didn't know they were fussy. Huh. Okay. Awkward. Still probably fine. Who's the alpha? One thinks it's the alpha, which is just a weak one. That's not going to be it. Are the galleys blanks too? Death Valley Rana. No,
Here's a
they're
cause for
not.
celebration. Our rating has gone up another star. Congratulations.
What next? Ooh. Needy defensive arrives with rabies versus intolerant social. I think I'd rather have the Stegos and not have to deal with rabies. Stegos is probably also worth more. Alright, we're doing Stego. That's going to be a new enclosure. Let's just put it over here if we can. Is it a new enclosure? Well, let's check what they want. Let's decide if it's a new... No, intolerant, right? So it does have to be a new enclosure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so new enclosure, we'll put it over here. Thinking we do something like that. Oh, look at that perfect, like, placement. We'll extend that a little further so that I can get a good alignment here. Nice. Oops. There we go. We'll just try and, like, eyeball the placement of that gap. I think that looks pretty good. I don't... maybe that's straight at the path. I was a little unconvinced that it was. Okay, that's definitely not quite right. But that's fine. We can skew this back. Oh, God. Okay, that's fucky. Fucky and gross is exactly what that is. Let's just do it from here. Yeah, actually, this looks nice and straight. So, way better. Except for the fact that it's not actually straight. Oh, God. Why would you do this to me, video game? Yeah, okay, so that's coming off at like an angle. It's not actually quite straight. How's that look? I mean, it is crooked. Is it obviously crooked? Yeah, kinda. Okay, new plan, new plan, new plan, new plan, new plan. Forget this, forget this, forget this. We start in the middle. We align in the middle, specifically with a path, right? Which we can do. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then we can snap to the rest of it. That. We delete you. You can come down. Obstructed by standard path. Oh, it's actually, the path is probably crooked, huh? Wow! Okay, well, that's actually not the worst. Alright, that's gonna have to do, because I'm not gonna get it any better than that. Yeah, I think the path is actually slightly crooked here on this map, which is very upsetting. Disappointing. We should have this as wide. Do I wanna... You know what? We're just gonna go to that corner and I'm not gonna worry about it. It looks fine. Don't fret over it, me. Chill out. Alright, let's just do power pylon to here. But then we can do another power node just over here somewhere. That's kind of fine. All right. Let's look at research options. So, fussy dinosaurs might need strong fences. Probably not a bad idea. Oh, actually, well, I mean, the Stegos are going to be super angry dinos. They're not going to be very happy at all. Also, the fact that these don't align bothers me, and I doubt I can fix it. Yeah, I can't unless I fix it up here by deleting that entirely. You know what? It is what it is. We're just not going to look at it. This is where they keep the dumpsters. And this is where they don't keep the dumpsters, therefore the fence can extend out further. That's just what it's going to be. Accommodation 79. Another hotel. This is actually a pretty good spot for it. Catches that corner there. It's like pixel perfect between the path and the bathroom. So yes, there. How long? 50 seconds for the next shipment. Alright, we're going to replace this fence at least and upgrade this one, even though I just built it. That way at least it's a little more durable when the Stegos are in there. It could be the thing that gives us, you know, a second to dart a Stego during a storm or something if we run into those issues. So let's just do it. And then we're going to go ahead and research even better fences. Although maybe... No, let's pivot over to amenities. Yeah. Let's get medium amenities, at least for the amenity modules, if nothing else. Because that'll be better for the shops, too. We can improve ratings a bit that way. Because we're not going to be able to upgrade this fence again before the Stegos come in anyway. We already might be kind of get pretty close. You can see how the rate at which it builds. Oh, we can just hover here for a second and it's fine.
Asset transportation in progress.
Nice. Perfect. Perfect timing.
Confirming asset delivery. Asset delivered.
So we've got Stegos 97, Stegosaurus 1997. 97 Stegos sounds better than Stegos 97, which sounds friggin' weird. Okay, open space, water, they just need fruit and fiber. And then we'll scroll through their genetics real quick and check all that stuff out. I would like the fiber up by the viewing gallery and everything.
Asset transportation complete. Asset transported.
Okay, there's that. Okay, we're pretty good. No traits, no traits, no traits, no traits. Intolerant, social, fussy, alpha. Unfit, intolerant. Interesting. Okay. Presumably, we keep getting shipments forever, right? That would be my guess. So we've got fussy on just a single one. I'm going to sell it. I'm selling this Stegosaurus right away if I can. I'm just getting rid of it. I ain't dealing with a single fussy Stego. We still have a good herd without it. That's another thing we could think about here. Fussy, fussy, weak, 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 fussy. Yeah, so we have 5, 2 of which are fussy. Population need is like 4, so we can't trim the herd. And then with the galleys, fussy, 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 fussy. Yeah, we went through them like twice over. They are all shit, so yes.
Got some good news for you. Our rating just...
Oh, I can't sell. It won't let me sell. It won't let me sell. Really? That's lame. Okay, well, that's fine. So we can't sell, but if we get a carnivore, we can always just, you know, let somebody eat it. Infected wound on a Brock? Brocks are good. Where are we going to put them? I'm saving the arena for some sort of big-ticket carnivore. Obviously, we can't put the Brocks in with the galleys and everything. We'll take the Brocks. We are going to have to figure this out, though. So, we could just start building over here. It's probably the play. Well, let's get started. So if we want to put in a viewing gallery, we could do this. We could put a viewing gallery in over here. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that idea. Let's go wide path. Somewhere like that. So if we put a viewing gallery over here, that can see basically up to that edge pretty well. So we can do it somewhere like this so that the fence can get past that generator. Actually, we just move the generator too. Generator can stay, I guess. So we put this somewhere like this. Oops. Too close. We'll just move it. just coming out here somewhere with this pen. Something like this. We need a gate on that Stego pen. I didn't think about that. Oh, are we going to be too close in every direction? No, not quite. I could put a gate in the back. It's kind of gross, but I guess that's what happens. Yeah, whatever. It's just a few Stegos. It's probably fine. And we'll need a new ranger post for this enclosure as well. Let's get Ranger Team 2 on that one. Okay, there's that. We could always put in a new Ranger post over here, which is not bad, because it can administer this pen and then the Stego pen from the back, which would be okay. So we've started this attraction. Yeah, so that's not going to be able to see back here yet, but I probably want a tour in here eventually anyway, so that's fine. So we'll run some fence over here, past that power station, which we're going to just leave in there and kind of build around. I guess we'll just go do something like this. That'll be visible all the way to that corner there. So we could just put this over here, actually, like this. Let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. That's a weird shaped enclosure, but that's what it is. Okay, something approximately like that. That is possibly one of the weirdest shaped enclosures we've ever made. Very possibly one of the worst things I've ever created in my entire life. But it works. Honestly, in some ways, I kind of like the aesthetic of just building around the buildings like that. It's like an aesthetic of making do. Of course, we have to run power and stuff, but we should also end this episode because we are at 40 minutes. So, until next time, more than the milk, get the brachiosaurs sorted.